Seriously, why do I see be, been, and being everywhere? I mean, I read a book, they are there. I watch a movie, they are there. It is so confusing.
Totally. Welcome to Speak English Fluently, everyone. I'm Adam, and this is Anna. And Anna, you are definitely not alone. Look at these 3 quick sentences. I will be late. I have been late. You are being late.
Wow, yeah, exactly. My brain just stops when I hear them.
Well, take a deep breath, because today you will understand it once and for all. And here's my promise to you. You will not memorize them. No way. You'll see them in a simple, logical system.
Absolutely. I love the sound of a simple system.
True. And hey, if you love simple systems that make English easy, please take a quick second to like this video and subscribe to the channel right now.
Yeah, exactly. Hitting that like and subscribe button really helps us build more free lessons for you. We would love to have you in our community.
Definitely. Thank you for subscribing, guys. So, are you ready to fix this grammar problem forever? Let us jump right in.
So, Adam, yesterday I wanted to tell my boss I was exhausted, and I said, I have be tired.
I see. You mean I have been tired.
Yes, exactly. I have been tired. Why do I always do that?
Well, do not worry at all. It is a very common mistake.
Really? I feel like I'm the only one who mixes them up.
Absolutely not. Many students struggle with this. Confusing been and being is very normal.
Wow, that makes me feel so much better. I mean, I try to memorize the rules, but I always forget them.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Memorizing, which means trying to keep facts in your head by repeating them over and over, just doesn't work here.
Totally. Memorizing grammar rules is so stressful anyway.
True. The secret is not in your memory, it's in understanding the logic.
Right, because sometimes I also say things like, he's been nice.
Yeah, and the correct way is, he's being nice.
Exactly. Being, been, they sound so similar. It's like a trap.
Definitely. They look similar and they sound similar, so your brain just guesses.
Yes, I'm always guessing. Guessing means just picking a word and hoping it's correct, right?
Exactly. You just pick one and hope for the best. But we want to stop guessing today.
I would love to stop guessing. It makes me hesitate when I speak.
I completely understand. When you speak in real life, you don't have time to think about a grammar book.
Absolutely. The words just need to flow out of my mouth naturally.
And they will. Once you see the system, your brain will know exactly which word to choose without even thinking.
Wow, so no more saying, I have be tired?
No more. You'll naturally say, I have been tired.
That sounds almost like magic, to be honest.
Well, it's not magic. It's just a clear map for your brain.
I mean, I'm so ready for this map.
Awesome. So if you're watching this right now and feeling frustrated with these words, relax. Take a deep breath.
Yeah, you're definitely in a safe place, and you're not alone in this struggle.
Totally. The confusion ends today. We're going to build the system from the ground up.
I'm excited. My brain is fully open and ready to receive this system.
Perfect. Your mind is ready? Let's move to the very first piece of the puzzle. All right, let us start with the foundation, the word be.
Just be. Okay, I'm listening.
Think of be as the original shape of the verb. It is the boss.
Oh, I like that. The boss. So it's the pure original word?
Exactly. We call it the base form. Base just means the starting point, with nothing added to it.
Right, no additions. Just be.
Totally. Now, because it is the boss, it has some best friends that always invite it over.
Ha, best friends. Who are they?
Words like can, will, and must.
Ah, I see. Can, will, and must.
True. Whenever you use can, will, or must, the next word has to be the pure boss, the word be.
Wow, that is actually very simple. So I cannot say, I will am.
Absolutely not. Will needs the boss, so you say, I will be.
Yeah, that sounds so much better. I will be.
Definitely. Let's try an example. Imagine we have a party tomorrow. What would you say?
Well, I would say, I will be at the party.
Perfect. You used will, so you naturally used be. It talks about a future decision.
Exactly. And what about can, like inability?
You got it. Ability means something you are able to do.
Right, so I mean, if you need my help, I can be ready in 5 minutes.
Wow, great example. I can be ready.
Yeah, I hear it now. Can plus be.
True. And the same rule works for must. Must means a strong rule, something you have to do.
Absolutely. Like, I must be careful when I drive.
Exactly. You're doing great, Anna.
Thank you. So, can, will, and must always take the original shape, be.
Totally. And there's one more little word that loves be, the word to.
Oh, the word to, like the letters T and O?
Yes, but we'll dive deeper into that little word in just a moment.
Awesome. I feel like my mental foundation is super strong right now.
So, remember that little word we just mentioned? The word to?
Yeah, absolutely. I am very curious about it.
Well, this little word is like a strong magnet for the boss verb be.
A magnet. You mean it pulls the word be right next to it?
Exactly. They stick together perfectly. The most common phrase you will hear is want to be.
Ah, want to be. I mean, I hear that all the time in movies.
True. So tell me, Anna, think about a real situation in your life. What do you want to be right now?
Oh, wow. Let me think. Well, I want to be fluent in Spanish.
Perfect. You use the word to, so you needed the original shape be.
I see it. I did not say, I want to am fluent. That sounds so wrong.
Totally. It sounds strange to your ears because the pattern is broken.
Yeah. So, want to be is about desires, things we wish for in life.
Exactly. Now, what if it is more serious than just a wish? What if it is a necessity?
A necessity? You mean something I absolutely have to do?
Spot on. For that, we use the phrase need to be.
Need to be. Okay, that makes sense. It sounds much stronger.
So, give me a real life example with need to be.
Well, tomorrow I have a big meeting, so I need to be at the office by 8 in the morning.
Wow, perfect sentence. You see, you're naturally using the system.
Absolutely. It feels really smooth. Want to be, need to be.
Yes, and there's one more very famous phrase to remember going to be.
Ah, going to be. We use that for future plans, right?
Definitely, when you are 100% sure about a future event.
You know, my brother is getting married next week.
Oh, congratulations. So, how would you describe the wedding?
I would say it is going to be amazing.
Awesome. Going to plus be. You completely nailed it.
This is so clear. After the word to, I just use the pure, simple be.
True. Never forget this rule. We are locking it in the brain right now. Do not move forward until this is solid.
Locked and secured. I'm never going to forget this system.
All right. Now that the word be is locked in your brain, it is time for the second rule.
Wow, I am so ready. Bring it on. What is the second rule?
We are going to talk about the word been. B-E-E-N.
Ah, yes, the famous been. This is the one that always tricks me.
Not anymore. Think of been as the third form of the boss.
The third form, you mean the past participle?
Exactly. Past participle is just a grammar name for the third shape of a verb, like go, went, gone.
Right, and for our boss, it is am, was, and then been.
Absolutely. Now, here's the magic secret for been. It is very picky about its friends.
Picky? You mean it only likes certain words?
Totally. Being picky means you only choose very specific things, and been will only appear after three specific words: have, has, or had.
Wait, really? Only after have, has, and had?
Yes, that is the golden rule. If you do not see have, has, or had, you cannot use been.
Wow, that makes it so much easier. I mean, my brain is already relaxing.
Haha, I'm glad. So let's look at that mistake you mentioned earlier.
Oh, you mean when I said I have be tired?
True. Look at the word before the action. What is it?
It's the word have. I said I have.
Exactly. And what did we just learn about the word have?
Have always takes the third shape. It needs been.
You got it. So what is the correct sentence?
I have been tired. Wow, that sounds so perfectly natural now.
Definitely. You used have, so you grabbed been. It's like a simple matching game.
A matching game. I love that. So what about has?
Same exact rule. We just use has for he, she, or it.
Ah, right. So if I talk about my boss, I say he has been busy.
Spot on. He has been busy. Have and has are the keys.
And had is just the past tense of have, right?
True, like I had been asleep before the phone rang.
Absolutely. Have, has, had, plus been, the system is working.
So let us see how this works in real life conversations?
Yeah, absolutely. I need to use this in my daily life, not just in grammar tests.
True. Let us take the phrase have been to. We use this for travel and life experiences.
Ah, have been to. I mean, I hear people say that when they talk about countries they visited.
Exactly. It means you visited a place and came back home.
Wow, okay. So I can say, I have been to Japan.
Spot on.
I have been to Japan. See? I used have, so I automatically used been. It feels so natural.
Definitely. Now, what about things you started doing in the past and are still doing right now?
Oh, you mean like my job or my studies?
Totally. For this situation, we use the phrase have been working.
Ah, have been working. Let me try. Well, I have been working at my company for 3 years.
Perfect.
Awesome. It means I started 3 years ago and I am still working there today, right?
Absolutely. You're painting a clear picture of time for the listener.
I love that. Painting a picture of time. It makes perfect sense.
True. Now, let us try one more real situation. How do you talk about your health over the last few days?
Well, last week I caught a bad cold, so I would say I have been sick.
Exactly.
I have been sick since Monday. Wow, the system is so clear now.
Yeah, you used have, so your brain immediately grabbed the right puzzle piece, been.
It really did. I did not even stop to guess. Have been to, have been working, have been sick.
Definitely. You're speaking in natural patterns now, not just memorizing rules.
I mean, this changes everything for me. It's like the fog is lifting from my brain.
I am so glad to hear that.
Seriously, I used to panic when I talked about my past experiences. Not anymore.
Absolutely. Because now you have the map. Have, has, or had always hold hands with been.
Hold hands. That's a great visual. They're grammar partners.
True. So are you ready to conquer the final piece of the puzzle?
Totally ready. Let's finish this.
All right, we are at the final stage of our system, the third rule.
Oh, wow, the final stage. This is about the word being, right? B-E-I-N-G?
Exactly. Being is the continuous shape of our boss verb.
Continuous? You mean like things happening right now with an ing at the end?
Absolutely. Just like playing or eating, being means an action or a state is happening right at this moment.
Ah, I see. But wait, if it is a state right now, does it mean it is permanent, like forever?
Great question. No, it is usually a temporary state. Temporary means it is only for a short time, not forever.
Oh, temporary, like just for today or just in this specific situation.
True. And just like the word been, the word being has its own special group of friends.
More friends? Who are the friends of being?
Being loves to come after the words is, are, am, was, and were.
Wow, okay, so is, are, am, was, and were. Never after have or has.
Definitely never. If you see is, are, or was, your brain should immediately think of being.
I mean, that makes the system so clean. So how do I use it in a real sentence?
Let us imagine a child who is usually very loud, but today he is sitting very quietly.
Yeah, okay. That is definitely a temporary situation.
Exactly. So we say he is being quiet today.
He is being quiet. I love that. It means he's acting quiet right now, but he's not always quiet.
Spot on. You used the word is, so you immediately used being.
Absolutely. Let me try one. What if my friend Sarah is usually a bit rude, but today she's acting super nice to the boss?
Oh, that is a perfect real-life situation. What would you say?
I would say, wow, she is being polite.
You nailed it. She is being polite.
Yeah, I said is, so I matched it with being.
True. And if it happened yesterday, you just change is to was.
Oh, right, so I can say, yesterday she was being polite.
Exactly. It shows a temporary behavior in the past.
This is totally making sense. I use being to show how someone is acting temporarily.
Definitely. But there is one more very special place where we use being, which is called the passive voice.
Oh, really? The passive voice? I'm super curious to hear about that now.
Now, let us look at the absolute most important part of the word being, the passive voice.
Oh, the passive voice. I mean, grammar books always make that sound so scary.
They do. But passive simply means we care more about what is happening, not who is doing it.
Ah, I get it. We focus on the action itself, not the person.
Exactly. And this is where the biggest magic happens. Look at this sentence. The house is being built.
The house is being built. Okay, I am listening.
Right. Now, many people confuse this with the phrase, the house is built.
Yeah, totally. I am people. I always confuse those two. What is the real difference?
Well, if I say the house is built, the work is totally finished. You can move in tomorrow.
Wow, okay. So is built means it is 100% done. It is a fact.
True. But what if the workers are there right now, putting the walls up?
I mean, then the action is happening right at this moment.
Absolutely. And to show that continuous action right now, we use our word being.
Ah, so we say the house is being built.
Exactly. This one little point kills 80% of the confusion for English learners.
Definitely. I completely see the difference now. Being acts like a bridge of time.
Spot on. Let us try another real situation. Imagine your computer is at the repair shop.
Okay, I'm imagining it. I really need it back to do my homework.
Right, the technician is working on it right this second. How do you say that in the passive voice?
Well, I would say my computer is being fixed.
You nailed it. My computer is being fixed.
Wow, because if I just say my computer is fixed, it means I can go pick it up.
Exactly. The action is over, but is being fixed means you have to wait.
True, the fixing is happening right now. It's continuous.
Absolutely. You just unlocked the biggest secret of the word being.
I hear this everywhere now that I think about it, like on the evening news.
Yeah, like a new hospital is being opened, or the street is being cleaned.
Exactly, or the problem is being discussed by the team.
Perfect examples, Anna. You are an absolute natural.
I mean, my brain is just celebrating right now. This is so incredibly clear.
All right, Anna, it is time for the ultimate test, the SMART comparison.
Oh, wow. The ultimate test. I mean, I am a little nervous, but I am ready.
Haha, do not be nervous at all. This is exactly where all the pieces come together in your brain.
Absolutely. Let us put the whole system to the test.
I'm going to give you one simple situation, and we'll look at it in 3 different ways.
Okay, one situation, 3 ways. I am paying close attention.
Imagine you're in a very stressful situation, like a difficult meeting, but you're trying not to get angry.
Well, that happens to me a lot at work, to be honest.
True. So look at these 3 sentences. Sentence number 1, I want to be calm.
I want to be calm. Okay, I see the word to, so we naturally use the base form be.
Spot on. Sentence number 2, I have been calm.
I have been calm. Ah, I see the word have, so we use the third shape, been.
Exactly. And sentence number 3, I am being calm.
I am being calm. Yeah, the word am is right there, so we use the continuous shape being.
You totally nailed the grammar part, but let me ask you the big question. What changed in the meaning?
What changed? Well, let me think about the timeline for a second.
Take your time. Let's start with the first one. I want to be calm.
I mean, that's just a desire. I'm probably stressed right now, but my goal is to relax in the near future.
Perfect explanation. Now, what about the second one? I have been calm.
Have been calm. That means looking back at the past, like for the last hour, I successfully stayed relaxed.
Wow, exactly. It's an action that started in the past and continued up to this very moment.
Yeah, it feels almost like an achievement. I have been calm all morning despite the chaos.
Totally. And the final one? I am being calm.
I am being calm. That means right at this exact second, I'm forcing myself to act quietly.
Absolutely. It's a temporary behavior happening right now. You might explode in 5 minutes.
True. It's just my behavior in this specific situation, not my permanent personality.
So, do you see how the grammar completely changes the story you're telling people?
I really do. It's not just about following rules anymore. It's about choosing the exact right tool to express my reality.
Exactly. You have officially reached the peak of understanding. You're not guessing anymore.
Definitely not. I'm making smart, logical choices now. This feels incredibly empowering.
All right, let us just have a normal conversation now. No rules, just talking.
Oh, wow, I love that idea. Just chatting like friends.
Exactly. So, Hannah, how are the preparations for the big office party?
Well, honestly, I have been so busy with it lately.
Yeah, I totally understand. Organizing a big event is not easy.
True. I mean, I have been calling catering companies all morning.
Ah, the food is the most important part. Did you find a good place?
Absolutely. The manager there is being extremely helpful today.
That is great news. Sometimes dealing with restaurants can be stressful.
Definitely. But they promise the food will be ready by 5 in the evening.
Awesome. And what about the main hall? Is it ready for the guests?
Not quite yet. The stage is being decorated right now by the team.
Oh, wow. So there is a lot of activity happening there today.
Yeah, exactly. The whole place is being transformed into a beautiful garden.
I am sure it will be absolutely gorgeous.
I hope so. The team members have been working so hard on the lights.
You know, everyone is talking about it in the office.
Really? I mean, I have been a little nervous about their expectations.
Do not worry at all. The atmosphere will be perfect.
Thank you, Adam. You know, everyone is being so supportive right now.
Of course, I know you will be a great host tomorrow.
Well, I have been practicing my welcome speech in front of the mirror.
That is hilarious. I cannot wait to hear it.
It will be short and sweet, I promise.
Perfect. It sounds like everything is totally under control.
Yes, absolutely. All the hard work has been completely worth it.
Definitely. You are doing a fantastic job, Anna.
Thanks. And honestly, talking about it just now felt so incredibly easy.
Exactly. You just use the entire system naturally in a real conversation.
Wow, I did not even think about the grammar. It just flowed perfectly.
All right, let us take a moment to lock this in forever.
Yes, absolutely. A quick mental summary. I love that.
Exactly. Look at the screen right now. Just 3 simple lines.
Wow, just 3 lines? No complicated grammar books?
True. First line, be equals the original shape.
I mean, the boss verb. Pure and simple.
And when do we use this boss? After words like will, can, must, and to.
Right. I will be. I want to be. Very easy.
Spot on. Now the second line on the screen, been.
Ah, yes, been. The one that always follows have, has, or had.
Exactly. Been equals after have. That is your mental shortcut.
A shortcut is like a quick, easy path to remember something, right?
Totally, it saves your brain time. You see have, you immediately grab been.
Yeah, exactly. I have been tired, he has been busy, it just clicks.
Definitely. And finally, the third line on the screen, being.
Being with an ing at the end. That is for right now.
True, being equals continuous or a temporary state.
Temporary, like he is being loud today, but usually he is quiet.
Absolutely. It always follows is, are, am, was, or were.
And we also use it for the passive voice.
Spot on. Like the house is being built. The action is happening right now.
Wow, when you put it like that, it is so incredibly clear.
Because it's a logical system, Anna, not just a random list to memorize.
Well, my brain feels so relaxed right now.
I'm so glad. Just visualize those three simple lines in your head.
Be is the boss, been is for have, being is for right now.
Perfect summary. You repeated it so calmly and perfectly.
I mean, I really want this to stay in my long-term memory.
And it will, because you finally understand the logic behind the words.
Definitely. No more guessing, no more confusion. Just pure confidence.
Well, you did it. And if you are watching this, you did it too. You stayed until the end.
Absolutely. Wow, I am so proud of everyone watching right now. Taking the time to really understand English is a big achievement.
True. And an achievement means a great success that you worked hard for. You definitely earned it today.
Totally. So, Adam, I think it is time to test our viewers with a little challenge, right?
Exactly. We want to see your new skills in action, right here, right now. So, here is your challenge for today. Go down to the comments and write one correct sentence using the word been.
Oh, I love that. And remember the golden rule, guys. Think about the magic words that always come before been. Have, has, or had.
Spot on. We read all of your comments, and we absolutely love seeing your progress, so do not hesitate.
Yeah, exactly. Do not be afraid to make a mistake. We're a supportive family here.
Definitely. Building a safe community for you to practice is our main goal. And while you're down in the comments, we have one more question for you.
Ah, yes. We want to know what we should teach next. Tell us, what is your biggest struggle in English right now?
True. Is there another grammar rule that makes your brain freeze? Just share your problem with us, and we'll build a simple, logical system for it in the next video.
Absolutely. We are here to make speaking English completely natural and stress-free for you.
Well said, Anna. Thank you so much for joining us today on Speak English Fluently.
Yes, thank you, everyone. Keep practicing, trust the system, and remember, no more guessing.
Exactly. We'll see you all in the next lesson. Have a great day.